And you wonder why there was ever in a Luigi. When we have people passing away because their inhaler went from $70 last month to $500 this month, making Cole have to decide between groceries and his medications. And Democrats, it'd be nice if you were walking around Capitol Hill today, making every Republican say Cole's name. Because it's utterly insane. We live in a country where Ashley Babbitt's family is going to get $5 million for storming the Capitol, and we have Cole passing away because he can't afford an inhaler. Make it make sense. Make it make sense why countries with bigger populations, bigger GDPs, bigger everything can afford socialized medicine, but we can't here in America. Make it make sense why this kid's life wasn't worth $500 to America. Peace. If you don't think the war on women is getting worse day by day, then tell me why violent crime against them was up 264% in the United Kingdom over the last decade. Young, old, every woman has to look over their shoulder these days. And whether it's the medical system or the criminal justice system, they get taken advantage of at every turn. Imagine you're the victim and you've got to go get poked and prodded and have your story right 75 times over for anybody to take you seriously. Not giving you grace or understanding, knowing you just went through the most horrible experience of your life. Not actual counselors there to help get information and help you get through this. Just men that don't believe you. And the UK did this study as part of an initiative. They want to cut this in half over the next decade, which is, it's admirable, but it's not enough. It's not enough. This is unacceptable in 2025. To have violent crime against women go up 264% in a decade is ridiculous. And it is the indictment of all of us that we treat women this way. And things have to change. I'm just saying, anybody in Texas that gets hurt in one of those Tesla robot taxis, you've asked for it. This man can't keep a rocket in the sky. 60-year-old technology. We used to go to outer space like on the daily, and NASA did it flawlessly. And here we are 60 years later, and literally this man has a rocket coming down on the day. Birds are just falling out of the sky around him. But Texas, y'all have lost y'all's mind to allow those robot taxis to come in. I want you to look at one of those Waymo things and then look at what you're about to get. Self-driving software, man. Y'all have lost y'all's mind. But you've been warned, man. Like, there's no way I would get into a vehicle that this man produced, that this man had anything to do with, that's going to drive me somewhere without me having control. The ones y'all can drive can barely stay in the road. There's nothing better than when a MAGA CEO finds out. Meet Brian Cornell, who took swift action to align himself with Donald Trump's anti-DEI policies and rhetoric when he didn't have to. And that cost Brian over half of his 2024 salary. Well, Brian, usually that red MAGA hat doesn't cost so much. But you deserve this. You brought this on. I don't know who you thought shopped in your stores and that would be okay with y'all going to anti-DEI policies. And you already had a not so great history with minorities in the past anyway. And you chose to take the women that shop in your stores for granted. You chose to take the minorities that shop in your stores for granted. And it has cost you, it's going to cost the employees there, and it's going to cost the shareholders. And Brian, I will be shocked if you are still in this position next year. Bye-bye, Brian.